And of course, the other man in your life that's so important is Chasten, your husband. How has he centered you? How has his influence on your life changed you as a person?
You know, when I was a young bachelor mayor, I couldn't imagine how people could be in elected office and married at the same time. Now that I'm married and running for president, I can't imagine how I could possibly do this without Chasten. When we were deciding whether to do this, in the end he said, you know, I support this as long as you can promise, as we promise each other two things, that we'll always be ourselves, true to our values and who we are, and then we'll find a way to have some fun along the way. And in this process, which can be so demanding and so grueling, and where there's so many voices coming at you, those two promises have been so important, and we work every day to keep true to them.
So how do you have fun?
Well, you know, whenever we get time off, a lot of times it's just at home with the dogs. And the great thing about our two rescue dogs is they're these creatures in our life who couldn't care less whether I'm up or down in the polls, whether I'm president or not. And that kind of relationship with a creature in your life, I think, is pretty good for you. Just as having someone in your life who loves you the same as Chasten does, no matter what's happening professionally.
Of course,
so much.
He showed you Pete talking about what you mean to him. What does he mean to you?
Oh man, I mean, when I met Pete, I just felt so broken, and I remember putting it all out on the table, you know, early on, saying I've got all this student debt and medical debt, and I'm just starting grad school, figuring out what I want to do with my life, and, you know, sort of thinking this is never going to go past the first date, because who would want to love somebody like that? But the thing I love about Pete is he made me feel so seen and so loved and comfortable being myself. I mean, he took a wrecking ball to that wall I built up between my heart and the rest of the world, and to feel truly loved like that, to feel understood and cherished for who you are, that is the greatest gift of all. So, I mean, he means
touching and really moving when we talked with Chasten recently. We talked to him about his book, congratulations to him on that, and what you mean to him. Here's what he said.
The thing I love about Pete is he made me feel so seen and so loved and comfortable being myself. I mean, he took a wrecking ball to that wall I built up between my heart and the rest of the world, and to feel truly loved like that, to feel understood and cherished for who you are, that is the greatest gift of all. So, I mean, he means the world to me.
What's your reaction to that, and what does he mean to you?
Well, he means the world to me, and you know, I think I know I'm a better person because he's in my life. When I say that he's the best thing that happened to me, that's morally as well as in a lot of other ways. He helps me see things I would never see otherwise, and I don't know what I did to be lucky enough to have him in my life, but he's the best.
And to bring things full circle, in the book Trust, it's dedicated for Chasten, whose trust changed my life.